This is going to be one of the most important videos that I make. How God state makes your SP chase you. Okay? So we're just going to jump right into this. Now look, when you understand that you are not the mind and you are not the body, then you understand that everything that you see, even the thoughts that you have, even the perception of who you are when you wake up every single morning, is separate from your true identity. Your body is separate. Your name is separate. Your social security, your ethnicity, your breath is separate. You are not breathing. You are the one observing the one who breathes. Okay? So now that I got you out of that crazy mantra of what the fuck, right? I want you to understand a key thing. When you are manifesting a specific person and you see that they are ignoring you, you have to understand that that is just a reflection of when you were ignoring yourself. When you notice that you keep getting rejected or you keep finding yourself chasing, you are not the one who's chasing. You are being aware of the one who is chased. You are. Think of it this way. Whenever you notice, before you got onto this journey as a Neville Goddard student or whoever you were listening to, Joseph Murphy or any of these manifestation coaches on YouTube, before you got there, what was it that got you there? Was it the breakup? Was it you had enough of being cheated on? Or you just wanted to see if you could maybe get an extra boost in your life? Whatever the case may be, intense, extreme, or subtle. The point is there's something that you are trying to improve in your life. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But the only way that you could even fathom to try to improve on something is if you are aware that something needs to be improved. Okay? So if it was even your bank account, right? And you notice that you want to improve your finances. There was something that happened financially in your body, right? You open the bank account and you notice, I need more money. There was something in your body that you noticed when you were interacting with love or interacting with your specific person that you noticed, I want to improve my dating results. Okay? I'm going to say it in the most elementary way. Okay? Well, get this. What if I told you that when you saw that that was just a movie? That was just a dream, right? Your spiritual awakening is when you realize that all this is just a dream, right? All this is fading away. Okay? The 3D, right now, me in front of this pond, okay? Me in front of this chicken right here or whatever. I mean, I didn't take I didn't take geometry, right, in high school, but whatever it is in front of you, okay, that is a reflection of a past assumption. I could have been freaking watching a Minecraft video and now all I have to do is see green here. You know, it's a reflection, whatever, right? Well, kind of like when, you know, they would ask Quentin Tarantino, okay, if you keep making movies about violence, the kids are just going to want to be violent, right? Or when they say if you keep watching horror films, you're going to, you know, have nightmares, right? Well, if you keep watching the movie of yourself making these mistakes, you're going to keep making these mistakes. If you keep watching the movie, The Old Identity, where you don't have success with your SP, you are going to continue to not have success with your SP, right? So stop watching the movie. Where do you watch the new movie? Up here. Okay? Just like we've been talking about throughout this whole entire channel, is it doesn't matter what the 3D shows you, it's a dead echo of your past either ways. Remember, the 3D is the past, the current is up here. So just look at a different movie. It doesn't have to be in IMAX. It just, if anything, you could even think about your end. And whether an image pops up or whether your SP looks like your mother, it's the implication behind it, aka the state. If you do that, if you say that you have your SP and you do it from your God state, which is what I'm about to tell you, right? Yes, God state, and by the way, God state is not the same thing as self-concept. Self-concept is you boosting the alter ego, the avatar of the human right here. But in reality, God state is just your true identity, which is awareness, right? So the only difference is I don't just teach you that you're nothing. I don't just teach you that you are awareness, but that's it, right? Which that's true. You are awareness, but you guys want to have intimacy. You guys want to have money. You guys want to have fun. You want to go to the Bahamas. You want to vacation. So I'm teaching non-duality plus gameplay, like one of my clients said. Okay, so we're gonna be nothingness, but with somethingness. Okay, and by the way, a lot of stuff I'm saying in this video you might not understand, but just get the popcorn and enjoy. So when you understand that the 3D is the echo, right? You have to understand that whenever you are watching their behavior and you react to it, you will continue to get more of their behavior, right? So the key is you can't blind yourself. You can't put wool over your eyes, right? You still have to get to work and drive. You can't just block your view, right? You can't block your vision. But what you can do is whenever the 3D is showing you something that you don't like, your SP is not treating you the way you want. She has you blocked on all platforms. He doesn't want to commit to you. You simply tell yourself of what is. You decide right now, nope, this is an old echo. That is a separate timeline. That is a separate universe. I am in the universe where they are madly in love with me. And then give the why. Why? Because I am God. Because I am the only entity that matters in my reality. Right? They can't eat, sleep, or breathe apart from my permission. They are lucky to even be a part of my movie. They better hope that I don't fire them and hire a new actress, a new actor, right? And then you got to understand that everybody is you pushed out, which is basically what I was saying in the beginning of this video. But I really want to reiterate this, that because you are only awareness, that doesn't just mean that you are something that can be aware of things. That doesn't just mean that you are like a set of binoculars in outer space watching from a Wi-Fi signal the human experience that is going on in this physical body as a human, right? Yeah, you are an internal being living in a human experience. Yes, you're not human, but because you are awareness, the way that this game works is you will keep seeing the same movie of whatever you identify with. Not just what you react to, not just the behaviors of your SP, but a lot of people focus only on denying what you see in the 3D, which is key. But they don't realize that a lot of the times it is simply the unconscious awareness, the unconscious identity that we have behind it all. Okay? How do you figure this out? Well, for one, your inner conversations about yourself will reveal it completely. If you keep hearing yourself, oh, you're such a fuck up, oh, they're never gonna want to be with you. Look, I'm not saying that you have to exhaustively counteract those, and it's like BBs that you just have to keep catching like the Matrix. But guys, you won't have to exhaustively, robotically deny those things when you remind yourself, even when things are going great, of your God state, of who you truly are. When you wake up every single morning and say that Zeus worships you, Buddha licks the toilet that you shit in, all this crazy stuff, right? Those things are not to, get clickbait for my videos. Those are to wake up an emotion in you to remind yourself of your greatness, okay? You can't be focusing on the identity of your past. You can't be focusing on the things that you were. So in other words, if everyone is you pushed out, you have to change what they call self-concept, right? And again, like I just said, the best way to do that is to put yourself on the pedestal, just like with my self-pedestalizations. By the way, I have top 20 affirmations. Comment down below and I'll send them to you, right? And You have to truly understand that no matter how long it takes in the 3D, because you are awareness, you have to remember that everything you see in your 3D, though it looks like if it was created by the creator, though it looks like when they built a new bridge in your city, that the construction workers were the ones who built it, it was you. You are the painter. You are the AI machine. Everything is being generated from you. You got to trust yourself on that. Do you think that you're awareness for no reason? Some might even believe that your experience of the physical reality is different than other people's physical reality. I could be looking at this grass and it's green, but maybe for other people it could be blue. Who knows, right? We've seen and heard of many phenomena before. But one thing is for certain, whether it's that extreme of everyone is you pushed out, whether it's that everyone's a hologram, or whether it's just that it's more theoretically speaking, right? The point still remains that if you keep focusing on the things you don't want, you will keep getting those things. Why? Because you are more powerful than a human being. You are awareness. And it's dangerous to put yourself on bad things because you will keep getting those bad things. Okay? So, key takeaway, you have to remember that if there is only one in your reality, which is you, you're the only one that matters. What are you waiting for? Who are you chasing? How can you chase something that is a part of you? Right? How can you want something that you have? If you want your SP, they're yours. If you desire intimacy with them, they're yours. If you want to be rich, it's yours. You are already rich. The fact that you have the desire means that it's from you. It doesn't work this way that you have to work your ass off to become this wealthy tycoon. It doesn't work this way that you have to do all these looks maxing techniques, clavicular style, in order to be the top guy on the market. I guarantee you that if you were in diapers, even if a girl never, if you were buried under the earth for 20 years until you hit 21 and you became the legal age to drink, if you stayed underground and never saw a single human being in your life, if you told yourself that you were the prize, the moment you got out of that freaking hole, women would be on you like Beatlemania, Bieber fever. Okay? That's the way reality is. It's just, tell me one person who ever tried to do that. Exactly. So this video, went a little up and down, but I really want to touch base on non-duality. I actually have a client call in 8 minutes here, so I'm going to wrap this up. But if you guys want to join the membership, okay, link is in the description, where you get 2 months, 2 months access, 2 month early access to videos that won't be posted till much later, or access to videos that are exclusive that you would only see on the member side that will never be public. And also more perks to come. But if you need help, guys, if you really want to change your life and invest in being the one who has, if you need help, link is in the description. I would love to work with you.